Well, global software giant SAP out with their earnings today, a 16% rise in profits. But there's also a lot of buzz around this company surrounding a lawsuit between their competitors, Oracle and also HP. SAP CEO Bill McDermott joining us now to talk about the numbers and the lawsuits. So this is a bit complex, but basically Oracle sued SAP in 2007 for some $2.7 billion, alleging stealing trade secrets. You've come out publicly, you've said, look, some things were done wrong in a subsidiary of our company. We're going to have to pay tens of millions of dollars. Given the fact that the former co-CEO of SAP is now the head of HP starting next week, what's your take on this lawsuit? It's very complex, I know, but what is SAP's position?
So a $10 million subsidiary called Tomorrow Now was providing third-party maintenance. That company inappropriately did some downloads of information. SAP agrees with that, took accountability for that, and is prepared to remedy that. Frankly, we don't even know why we're going to court over such a small matter. You tried to settle. Well, we would be certainly open to settling. You only want to use the court system when you have to use the court system. That obviously was not a chosen path by the other party. So therefore, on Monday, we're scheduled to go to trial, and we'll let the court system go through its process. But yes, we agree that tens of millions would be an appropriate settlement, certainly not the outlandish number that you've heard. Now,
$2.7 billion.
Correct. Correct. And we've narrowed the argument down just to that one issue. What is the remedy? That's it.
So why do you think Larry Ellison is going this route?
Well, you have to be the judge. But I can only say HP has nothing to do with it. So the fact that that was in the headlines today simply says that maybe that part of the story is more about the competitive battle between HP and Oracle than it is about this small little subsidiary called Tomorrow Now.
So let's take a look at the numbers. 16% increase in profit. You say, look, we are where we want to be. Analysts expected stronger numbers. So what were analysts not seeing? Were they too optimistic? The stock's selling off today with the broader market, but what gives?
Yeah, it's a great question. So first of all, we overachieved the top line, including the expectations on the part of the analysts. We delivered exactly what we said we would. We said we'll do double-digit revenue. We said we will reinforce a forecast this year of 30 to 31% on the margin, and we'll remain the market leader. For 3 quarters in a row, we did double-digit, we expanded the margin, and we reinforced ourselves as the leader.
Was this analyst getting ahead of themselves?
Yeah,
a
little bit on the margin. The analysts actually expected maybe even more on the margin, which is fine. That's a nice compliment. But we did what we said we would do. And then today the big issue is, first of all, the stock is up 25% since February 8th when Jim and I became co-CEOs, so it's doing all right. And today, if it's down to, that I don't think is much attributed to the results because they were good, as it is we didn't raise guidance. We held guidance.
And for the full year, 9 to 11% revenue growth. And when we talked back in July, you said, you see the biggest rebound at that point in the United States. You were cautiously optimistic about Europe. Is that still your stance? Have you shifted positions?
Great memory. It was the United States. We were cautiously optimistic in Europe this quarter, double-digit everywhere. North America, Europe, Latin America, Asia Pacific. We remain ever strong on U.S.
You feel better about Europe?
I feel better about Europe. I think it's gaining some tailwind now. And Latin America is really robust, and so too is APJ. We really feel confident.
What about weakness in Japan that you pointed out before?
It's true. And Japan, you have the yen issue, some export issues. Japan is tough overall, but we're gaining share in Japan, and relatively speaking, we feel good about Japan as well.